number 10, Christian Buck.
Okay, from high atop the press box at Marshall Field, good evening, sports fans across the Pacific Northwest, and welcome to another edition of Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network, bringing you Oregon High School football. This evening's contest is going to be between the Tigers of Newberg and the Generals of Grant High School. I'm Brian Thomas. I will be doing your play-by-play for you this evening. Accompanying me and assisting me are the incredibly talented Greg Zahari and Brody Matthews, to who I'm grateful for. This is our second engagement this season. Last week, both clubs came up winners and performed pretty well. It's going to be a case of immovable object versus irresistible force. Newberg ran with great authority and great success against South Salem, while Grant's defense was dominant in an impressive win over Gresham. In any case, I hope you guys are going to enjoy being along for the ride with us. It's certainly a pleasure once again, and we will be getting ready to get started here shortly. The biggest challenge is going to be stopping a running back by the name of Price Potier, who managed to rack up an amazing 143 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. At the same time, Justin Holton, the running back, also 73 yards, so that was extremely impressive. And at quarterback, Levi Durrell, he was 4 for 8 with 82 yards, so as we say, the jury's still sort of out. So the big thing for the Generals tonight is going to be figuring out how that defensive interior in the box is going to stop that high-powered running attack. It certainly promises to be an extremely entertaining evening, and I certainly hope you guys will enjoy being along for the ride.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Well, we're almost ready to get underway. I'm sure we'll have the anthem and the coin toss coming up here shortly. It's time to talk a little bit about the Generals as well, because they've got some talent on it as well. They have Logan Going starting at quarterback this evening. They have a very talented punter by the name of Max Von Arks, slip of the tongue. Dee Branch at running back, number 28. We have Damian Phillips, who doubles as wide receiver and DB, number 7. Place kicker is Marco Blasco, number 9, and Timon Davis, number 1, doubles wide receiver and defensive back. And the talented Mr. Jackson Montfort, number 10. In any case, it will just be a real interesting thing to see tonight, whether or not the Generals defense can step up and play another outstanding performance and try and slow that running game down. That's going to be the key. The other factor that's going to be interesting, of course, is going to be seeing how Mr. Burrell does at quarterback for Newberg. Because if they can somehow get that box to perform efficiently and keep that running game at bay, that's going to force Burrell to start throwing. And that's when it could get extremely interesting. So, in any case, once again to review last week, Grant played a very stellar defensive game when they beat Gresham by a score of 17-6. Newberg, though, deserves tremendous credit as well, because they literally just basically ran roughshod over South Salem. So that part of the matchup figures to be extremely intriguing. So In any case, we should be getting ready to go here shortly. Okay, still appears we've got a break. We will be back here very shortly.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Okay, now.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game.
6. When citizen soldiers form militias to defend community and country, and for 377 years, the Guard has stayed true to its roots. Enlisting in the National Guard means more time at home. Training typically requires 1 weekend each month, with a 2-week training period once each year. Get a degree with money for school, learn job skills that translate to the civilian world, make bonds that last a lifetime, and earn pride for life. When you become a Guard soldier, your family will thank you, your country will thank you, and your future will owe you. Contact a recruiter to find out more specifics about the opportunities in the Oregon Army National Guard. In any case, that was, I must confess, one of the better performances I've heard of the anthem at a high school game in my many, many years. So, give the kids credit for that. The Generals are finally coming out on the field. So I imagine we should pick things up, and of course now out come the Tigers. So this sets the table up quite nicely for an intriguing matchup. And it's always fun when you have offense versus defense for the most part. And if I've discovered anything over the years, the one thing that I will mention is a lot of games that I have seen where you think you're going to have one offense trying to score on a powerful defense. Sometimes it turns out most of the action's on the other side, you know, and that's where it's going to be critical as well, of course. So in any case, for the Generals, it'll be incumbent to, put some more points on board this week, and we'll certainly see how they do at that. It'll be kind of curious to see how Logan Going does against that defense of theirs, especially with the defensive backfield the Tigers have. They had, I believe it was 4 interceptions last week, which is pretty impressive. And they've got some other talented players on that squad as well, too, and they're worth noting. In fact, Gabe Ramos, one of their defensive backs, actually had, believe it or not, 6 tackles last week. And then linebacker Connor Koskry, he managed to rack up 6 tackles as well. And another linebacker worthy of note is Harrison Hess. He managed to rack up 5. So there is some defensive skill, obviously, also on the South Salem side. In any case, this will be a rather intriguing matchup, needless to say. Last week, I had the great distinct pleasure of doing the game between Oregon City and Grants Pass, which turned out to be sort of the opposite. It was a complete Wild West shootout with Oregon City winning literally in the last seconds, 41-39. I certainly hope that we'll have just as entertaining a showdown this evening. So it looks like we have to be getting pretty close to the coin toss at this juncture. I'm not sure what the delay is as of yet, but we shall see. Okay, so it looks like we're just about ready to get underway. The Generals will be receiving, and of course the Tigers will be kicking off. Game temperature, I would guesstimate probably at about 73 or 74 degrees. Absolutely no breeze whatsoever. It's about as calm an evening as you're going to see. And we're underway. Bit of a high kick, a bit short. It's going to take it roughly about to 11, 15. Moves to the 20. Stacked up a bit. Leans forward, gets a little bit extra forward progress at that point. So the Generals are going to start out first down and 10. And I'm
Davis on the kickoff
waiting for the spot.
First and 10, Grant.
Seemed to be delaying in the spotting of the ball there for some reason. So they're going to spot it right at the 25. So at that point, it'll be first down and 10 for the Generals. And let's see if perhaps Mr. Going can get something going here early.
Logan Going.
It'll be a bit of a challenge, especially going against that secondary. Okay, so we're showing double slot left, single slot right, single back in the backfield in motion. Gives, hands off, trying to turn the corner and sweep. Gets out, pretty well strung out. Good job on that play, of course, by the Tigers.
Davis, the ball carrier for the
So
Generals.
it looks like
So
that's
1 on
going
the
to
play.
be a loss of about a yard, I'd say. So it's going to be second down and 11 from the 20.
Ball on their own 24-yard line.
Okay, we're looking at double wide to the right, and there's a stoppage in play. Okay, apparently there was some confusion there for a second. Okay, we're looking at double to the left, single back right. Hands it up, trying to run a sweep again on the right, shoved out of bounds. Once again, fairly bottled up, so it's going to bring up third down and long.
On the carry for the Generals.
So most likely going is going to be putting it up somewhere.
Gain of 3 on the play. Third down and 8 for the Generals.
So it'll be third down and 8.
Ball on their own 27-yard line.
Okay, we are looking at double slot left. We're looking at single back in the backfield. Extended box. Going calling signals. Takes a snap. Back to throw. Looking under a rush. Gets clobbered but gets away. Still trying to get away under tremendous pressure. He managed just to lunge forward, but he only probably picked up a couple. So, of course, we know what that means. They're going to be kicking it away. So that'll bring up fourth down.
Going on the keeper for
And
the
now we're going to
Generals,
see Max von Ark. Ark's
Connor
doing the
Costry.
putting.
Fourth down, Grant.
I swear I will get my tongue untied this evening, folks. Okay, we're looking at one single back for return for the
Lasky to
Tigers.
punt for Grant. Justin Holton back deep, ready to receive the punt.
And Max gets ready to boot one. And we had some movement. Be curious to see if he drew him off or not. At first glance, it looked like it might have been encroachment of the defense, but it was difficult to see maybe if somebody had jumped. And it looks like they are indeed going to call it offside encroachment.
Penalty is
So that's going to
offside
bring up
on the
fourth
defense.
down and
Remains
4.
down.
Return back at about the 36 or so, let's say. So Max ready to kick it away. High snap, but gets it. Boots it. Bit of the end over end. Bobbles the ball. And breaks a tackle. Swings out left. And then gets pretty much smothered, so to speak. It looks like they're going to spot roughly
Holton
about
on
the
the
43.
Return, penalty marker on the field.
So it will be first down and 10 for the Newberg Tigers as they set up shop for the first time. And now they've launted General's defenses out there.
Penalty flag has been waved off. First and 10 for Newberg.
Okay, so on comes Levi Dorrell to run the show. We're looking at single wide right. Gives it off, turns right on a sweep. Cuts up, makes some progress, leans forward. Close to midfield, it would appear to be.
Holton on the carry for Newberg.
That was Owen Hawley, I
Second
believe,
down.
on the carry. So we're looking at second down and 4. Okay, we're going to go single wide out right, double backs, slot right, turns, gives, cuts up a little bit, makes some more forward progress. Looks like he indeed will have a first down. Okay, so the Tigers move the chains, and again, it's that running
Holton
game
on
of
the
theirs
carry for
everybody
Newberg.
talks so
Move
much
the chains
about.
for a first down.
So we got first down and 10 on their own 49, just shy of midfield. We got a single wide left, double back, gives, turns left, cuts up, makes progress, cutting up again, breaks a tackle, finally gets dragged down. It would appear about the 20. So, of course, that's going to be another first down, and that's going to move the chains again. So, as you can see, we're still seeing that very efficient running game that was so powerful last week against South Salem.
Tigers first down.
Generals are going to have to step it up here defensively because they are getting close to the red zone. Gives again, leans forward, not too much. A little bit better coverage plugging the hole that time by the box.
Hothier on the carry for Newberg.
So we're looking at 2nd down and 8. It's right on the 20. Be curious to see if Padilla gets a carry or two here too as we're getting near the red zone. We've got double backs. We've got single to the right. Gives, turns on power, cuts, breaks a tackle. Finally gets dragged down. I want to say probably about the 15.
Holton on the carry for Newberg. 3rd down.
Okay, so we're looking at 3rd down and 8. Oh, Luke McCullough was in on the tackle. Thank you. Okay. Some confusion again. Oh, substitution. Okay. Okay, we have a switch for at quarterback with 3rd down and short. Wide right. Double backs. Cuts. Looks like he's got it, I believe. I think he's just up to about the 10. We'll see after they unpile. Yep, they move the sticks again.
1st down, Tigers.
Now in the red zone, so this is going to put some more pressure on.
1st and goal.
Again, very, very crisp, efficient running game, I must admit. Okay, single left, double backs in the backfield. Gives, turns on a sweep, cuts up, gets around the corner. Dragged out, I want to say about the...
Sonny Apollondo on the carry for Newberg. Touchdown, Tigers.
He did take it in. Touchdown. I'm very sorry. I didn't see the pylon fall down. Forgive me. So that makes it 6-zip, and we'll have the conversion pending here shortly. Okay. It'll be Crowley in for the extra point.
For Newberg.
Up. And the whistle blows.
Penalty marker on the field.
And we have a hanky, of course. Apparently on the Generals, initial indication. If that's the case, of course, they're going to scoot it half the distance down to the goal.
Penalty is against Grant.
So they're just going to spot it up a teeny bit farther up, which, of course, will make it easier. Okay, snap, spotted, kicked, and good. So timeout of the field, 8:11 remaining in the first quarter, and the scoreboard showing the Tigers of Newberg 7 and the Generals of Grant nothing. Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice.
Okay, we are back and ready for the kickoff. Puts up a high one, little short, take about the 12, 15, out to the 20. Breaks away, 25, 30, 40, launches forward. Oh my, he got up, I believe, past the 45. That is exactly what the Generals needed after that last drive. Looking back at that for a second again, it's going to be incumbent. They're going to have to do a much more effective job of slowing down those sweeps and power runs out to the outside. Because during that drive, the Tigers, needless to say, were pretty effective at getting the job done. So, in any case, Generals go back on offense. They actually gave him a good spot. It's 47-yard line, so close to midfield. And Logan will go back to work.
First and 10 for Grant.
Okay, we've got double slot right. We've got a single back in a backfield. Going, long count. Goes in motion. Oop. There goes the hanky. Seemed like the timing is a wee bit off.
Penalty against Grant, delay of game.
Oh, it's actually a delay of game. Okay.
First and 15.
So this makes it, of course, a little bit tougher. First and 15.
From Grant's 42.
Okay, we're ready. Double slot right and a slot in the front. Gibbs, no fake. Turns out to the left. And it doesn't appear he got very much. They're going to spot it, yeah, roughly about the 41.
Made by Dylan Stroop.
Stroop apparently in on the tackle on that one. Looks like they're going to call it no gain after all. Okay, second 15.
Second and 15 for Grant, ball on the run 42.
Got double slot right, single slot interior, single back in the backfield. Takes it, hands off again. We're going to fake the handoff and bull forward. Some progress. He was able to bulldoze his way forward to about the 47, let's say.
Going on the carry for the Generals.
All right.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
So that recoups the
Third
penalty.
and 10
It's now third down and 10 back from the 47 again.
On their own 47-yard line.
Okay, so we are looking at triple slot, right? We're looking at single wide out to the left. One running back in the backfield. Going, calling signals. Back to throw. Rolling right. Looking. Throws it. Makes the catch. Leads forward, and he's got himself a first down. So they're finally establishing some momentum, which is going to be absolutely key, especially facing a well-oiled running machine like the Tigers have. So I believe that was Quinn Gerald that made that catch and did an excellent job. So here we go. First and 10. We're looking at triple slot left, single wide right. We've got one running back in the backfield. Hands it off, leans forward, but not much, maybe a yard, I'd say. Tigers diagnosed it fairly quickly.
Carry for the Generals, tackle made by the Tigers, Connor O'Brien.
So O'Brien was in on the tackle on that one. So now,
gain of 1.
Yep, second and 9.
Second and 9, Generals.
Okay, we are looking at double wide right. We're looking at double slot left, single back in the backfield. Going, back to throw. Throws it over the top, over his hands, just a hair too high, so that's going to be an incomplete. So we're looking at, apparently that was McCullough, just couldn't quite get his mitts on it.
Incomplete.
So now we are looking at third down and long, of course.
Third and 9, Grant. Ball on the Tigers' 36.
Okay, we're looking at double slot left. We're looking at double wide right, single back in the backfield. Logan, calling signals. Back to throw. Throws it over the, oh, and just couldn't quite hang on to it. Nice defensive play by the Tigers secondary. Okay, so now we're looking at fourth down and 9.
Fourth down, Generals.
Once again at the 36, of course. About 5:35 remaining in the first quarter still.
Fourth and 9, Grant.
So Van Arks is going to kick it away. Probably going to angle it, no doubt. Well, we do have single back now. End over end, and makes a fair catch. Looks like about the 11, although he did kind of semi-stumble back to the 10. So, 5:27 left to go in the first quarter. We are still seeing a scoreboard that's saying the Tigers of Newberg 7, the Generals of Grant nothing. This is Table Rock Sports Broadcasting.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee,
Okay, we came back rather quickly. Gans it off, leans forward, not much. Better defensive stop and containment that time by the defensive line of the Generals.
Potier on the carry for Newberg.
Small gain, I'd say it's going to be second at about 8.5. Substitution on the Tigers side. Perhaps maybe coming with a different look. Okay, so we're looking at a slot wide right, pitches it out, turns it up. A little bit of progress, but good quick containment by the Generals on that one. So that's going to make it about, looks like about 3rd and 5, I want to say, maybe about 3rd and 5.5. So key critical play here. Generals need to stop. Got to make that momentum shift somehow. Once again, we shall see. More substitutions. Perhaps a different look. Let's see. Okay. Burrell lines up. We've got single left. And a whistle. And we're going to have a timeout called by Newberg, their first of the half. So, timeout. We've got 4:11 remaining in the first quarter, and it is still 7-0 Newberg on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network. Okay, the Ackright Foundation was founded by Kenneth Acker, former Grand alum athlete and NFL player for the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs. He brought his generosity to Friends of Grant Football as a gold-level sponsor, helping our players with the important equipment that they need to be safe and effective. The Ackright Foundation also sponsored our first Grant-hosted 7-on-7 tournament this year. Kenneth Acker has been an incredible example to our players of what can be accomplished through hard work in sports and education. Indeed. So we have a big play, certainly in my mind, at 3rd and 5. The Generals really need to stop here. Okay, single wide out left. Gibbs trying to go around the corner on a sweep. Gets boxed up. Better containment this time. And down he goes, and it's going to be 4th down. Much better job defensively on that series of plays by the Generals, certainly. And, of course, that means that the Generals are going to be kicking it away. Okay, so Jordan Baudry will be on to do the punting chores for the Tigers. Single back deep on a 45. Generals seem to be shifting a bit. Could be trying a real effort to block, possibly. Gets the snap off, gets a kick away, another end-over-ender. Fair catch signaled, and nice job. He takes it at the 40. So, now, 3:15 remaining. Again, we have a change of possession. It's still 7-0 Newberg. But perhaps most importantly, now the Generals have a real opportunity to turn the momentum in this thing. The punt was a bit short, so they're going to start at their 40. So it's nice for them now to be past the midfield marker.
1st and 10, Grant Generals.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. We're looking at single wide left, double slot right, single back in the backfield. Going. Hands it off, leans forward, say progress to about the 36 or so.
Phillips on the carry for Grant.
Probably about a gain of about 4, let's say. So 2nd down and 6 at this point. Looks like we got a substitution for the Generals, too. Looks like Beck is going to come off for a play. Okay, this time around we're looking at single right. We're looking at double slot left. We got a single back in the backfield. Collins signals. Logan hands it off again. This time leans forward, makes a little bit of progress. It was a nice second effort. because he was initially slowed down, and it looked a bit difficult at first, but, you know, some tenacity there certainly to be admired. So that's going to bring up third down and somewhat short. Let's see. They're going to spot it at the 34, so it's going to be
Phillips on the carry for Grant.
actually it's going to be about third down and 3.5, let's say. Okay, so we're looking at double slot right. We're looking at double slot left, single back in the backfield. Logan calling signals. Now in motion. Turns and pulls it down and runs, and he's got plenty. First down the 15. Shoved out of bounds. Outstanding run.
Going on the keeper for the Generals. First down, Grant.
So going gets them into a position now where they're actually in a red zone, and they've established some momentum. So now things are starting to get a little interesting. So we look at first down and 10. We've got single wide right. We've got double slot to the left, single back in the backfield. Going. Takes it, hands it off, pushes forward. Progress probably about 16 or so. So that's going to bring up, I'd say, about second down and 6.
Gain of 4.
So they are finally establishing some good ground momentum, which is very important. Okay, so we're looking single right, we're looking at double slot left, interior slot, single back. Logan takes it, back to throw, under a rush, throws, just barely dropped it at the goal line. Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches game. So now it's going to be third down and 6. In the red zone, most likely a passing play, but again, sometimes we get surprised, as you all know. All righty. So we're talking double slot right. We've got double slot left as well, single back. Logan calls signals. Back to throw. Rolling right. Still looking. Throws. Threw it a bit too low, so that's going to be incomplete. But again, he was under a bit of heat, so to speak, too, so you have to factor that in. So now it's going to be fourth down. And it looks like they're going to try for 3. So Blasco's going to come on and try a field goal. Okay. Going to spot it at, looks like about the 23, so 33-yard attempt. Again, no breeze, not even a factor. Let's see how this young fellow does. Snap. A little high, got it down. Kick up. And it's no good, wide to the right.
Field goal attempt for Vlasky is
so,
no good.
Change of possession once again, and now we're looking at 1:15 remaining in the first quarter. The scoreboard still reads 7-0 Newberg on the Table Rock Sports Network.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Okay, we're ready to go a little early, let's say. Okay, we're looking at single left, double slot right, hands it off. Nice coverage this time. Leans forward. Probably got about a yard at the most, I'd say. It's going to be about second down 9.
The ball carrier for the Tigers.
Looks like the Generals made another defensive substitution of some sort.
Of 1 on the play.
And ditto on offense for the Tigers.
Ball on their own, 21.
Okay, Brill goes up there. We're looking at single wide left. Back to throw. Under a rush. Grabs him. He gets away, but not the second time. Down he goes. Excellent pursuit that time. First sack of the ball game. So now it's so Mumford gets credit, and it's
third down Newberg.
About third down, I'd say it's 17 or so, 16 and a half. And obviously Burrell's probably going to be putting it up in the air. but we shall see. Single left, double slot right, single running back in the backfield. Back he goes. Oh, it's a draw play. Leans forward, gets some progress up to about, and double effort. That was quite a run after all. Excellent job, but still short.
The ball carrier for Newberg.
A bit surprising, let's say. Pretty good second effort. I'll give him credit for that. Okay, so now we're looking at fourth down, and of course that means the Generals are going to be getting the ball back. Oh, that is the end of the first quarter. Okay, so obviously we'll be taking a wee bit of a break here, and then our next 12-minute stanza, still 7-0 Newberg on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
On halftime, we will be presenting the...
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows.
Okay, here we are, ready to go again. First down and 10. Double slot left, single wide right. Single back in the backfield. And somebody appears to have jumped. Okay. Oh, I stand corrected. They did take a timeout. Did not see his arms move, so 2 timeouts remaining in the half. Squires Electric Incorporated was founded in 1998. Through 20-plus years of dedication, we provided excellent workmanship, extraordinary service, and have surrounded ourselves with the best electricians in the industry. It is one of our company's core values to support the community. We are proud to be able to enrich children's lives and provide the tools they need to succeed. Go Generals. Okay, so after a brief break, looking at fourth down and 3. Low snap, but he gets it. Ooh, very short kick. It appeared as though it came off the side of his foot, and that's how he shanked it. So we'll see it. Wait and see where they're going to spot it. Sometimes it's difficult to read when it's on an angle like that. Now there seems to be some more confusion with the officials. Apparently they're having difficulties rotating the balls in and out for some reason. But a very short kick now puts the Generals in another opportunistic position. So we've got double wide left, we've got double slot right, interior slot, no back in the backfield. Barking signals now in motion. Hands it up, turns on, powers, oh, and lost his balance. Ouch. Looks like he probably, well, it depends on the spot. I'm not sure he made that much forward progress. So we're going to go second down and 10 again. Now we're looking triple slot right. We're looking at single slot, or triple slot left, excuse me, single slot right, interior slots, no back. Logan back to throw. Under a bit of a rush, has to step out right, gets away from one man. Ducks another, was able to make a nice gain on that scramble. So what that's going to do is that's going to set up third down and short. The nice thing about Goring is he obviously can improvise on his toes. So, okay, so we're looking at third down about 4, I'd say. Triple slot left. We have double slot right. Interior slot to the left and no back in the backfield. Logan now in motion, calls signals and fakes it and plows ahead. It looks like he's got a first down. Good heads up by Going.
Going on the carry for the Generals, first down.
So they have established some momentum here. The key is going to be cashing in, that provided they reach the red zone. Okay, we're looking first down and 10 again. Quick setups tonight. Triple slot left. Double slot right. Interior slot. No back. Logan takes it. Back to throw. Throws, puts it up to the right. And too far. It looked like there might have been a little extra contact there, but it doesn't appear that they called anything. At least in my mind, I thought that might have been illegal contact. So 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 for the Generals.
Maybe changing the play.
All on the 26.
And of course, Paris Penn is the offensive coordinator for the Generals, just so you know. Okay. Triple slot left. We've got double slot right. No back in the backfield. Now a man in motion. Gives it. Now it's a sweep, trying to turn a corner. Leans forward a bit. Not too much. A little bit of forward progress. It's going to set up 3rd and long.
Big on the carry for Grant. A short gain of 2.
Okay. So, 3rd down and about 8. We've got single left. We've got triple slot right, single back in the backfield. 5 in the box. Logan calls. Steps. Back to throw. Goes, heaves it up. Touchdown, Generals! Beautiful throw. He had about, I'd say, between a half step and a full step. And that time, the timing was absolutely perfect.
Touchdown, Grant.
So, yeah, Going's first touchdown pass of the evening, so it's 7-6 pending the conversion. Good job by Logan on that. He timed it absolutely perfectly. Okay, so Von Ark's on. Or sorry, I stand corrected. This is a strange formation. Another trick play like our game last week. Everybody stacked out wide left. Snaps, goes back, throws it. He catches it. Nice job, and once again, just like we had last week, a little bit of old-fashioned football skullduggery, folks. This is the kind of stuff I love, especially if it pays off. It's Peter Zahari catching that 2-pointer, so it is 8-7 Generals. Quite a momentum shift, I'd say. Okay, so 8-7 Generals here early in the second. Okay, the Bodhi Tree Clinic offers outstanding chiropractic care in Northeast Portland in Oregon. The Bodhi Tree Clinic, is a whole care clinic dedicated to physical health, recovery, and healing. They specialize in rehabilitation from injuries related to sports, work, auto accidents, personal injuries, as well as treatment for neck and back pain, chronic back pain, and pain management. Dr. Dillon is Grant's team chiropractor and gives the players time and attention, making sure that their bodies are feeling good and moving right. So once again, it is kickoff time. And now this puts a little bit of pressure back on the Tigers, simply because the momentum has shifted. Very, very nice throw and catch. Nice trick play on the conversion. Here we go. Hangs this one up a bit high, bit short 15, let's say. Goes 20, 25. Breaks a tackle, but doesn't get away the second time. Leans back, but they bring him down anyway. So 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
On the kickoff return for the Tigers. 1st and 10. Newberg.
Now remember, in the last series, the Generals did better defensively. So we'll see if they can maintain that momentum as well. But as we know, when it comes to running the ball, obviously Tigers are a bit of a force, so to speak. All right, 1st down and 10. We're looking at single wide left interior slots. Takes it, hands it off, cuts forward. I'd say looks like about the 30 or so. Probably gained about 3 maybe. Oh, they gave him a nice spot, which is kind of surprising. So it's actually going to be in the 31. Okay, and another substitution. Okay, Burrell brings them up.
2nd down, Tigers.
2nd down, we've got single wide left. We've got one back in the backfield, or 2 backs. Burrows forward, gets some progress, swings out left. Breaks away again, breaks another tackle. Finally hauled down from behind all the way down at the 37-yard line. Excellent run. So first down and 10, the Chains move again. And now the Generals find themselves down on their side of the 50.
Tackle made by Munford for Grant.
Okay, so first down and 10, and it's going to be about the 38 or so. Turns, hands it off, swings out of power, out to the outside, cuts up, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and finally hauled down, it looks like at about the 22. So once again, that running game for the Tigers is proving to be very difficult. That was Apolando again, I believe. Very nice job of running on his part. And he's only a sophomore. Interesting. Okay, first down and 10. We got a single wide left. We've got double back and a back. Turns, hands it off, plows forward. Looks like he might have crossed the 20. He did. It's probably about the 19, I'd say. So it's going to be second down and about, I'd say, close to 5.
Second down and 6, ball on the 20-yard line.
Okay, so we got single wide right, 2 backs in a backfield. Hands it up again, plows forward, breaks a tackle, breaking away, gets inside the 10, finally all down at about the 7.
On the carry for Newberg.
Of course, that's going to bring up first down and goal, and now the Generals are going to be under a bit more pressure.
First down, Tigers.
So, yeah, the story really truly has been that running game and that high-powered attack of the Tigers. Okay, defensive substitution for the Giants. First down and goal. We got single wide right. We've got double backs in a backfield. Hands, gives, turns, plows forward. Okay.
Holton on the carry for Newberg.
I believe that was Holton on the carry. They're going to spot it forward. It looks like about the 2. So second down and goal. Nearing the 7-minute mark.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Okay, single wide right, double backs in the backfield. Turns, gives, pushes forward, takes it in for a touchdown for the Tigers. And, of course, that's their very talented running back, Bryce Potier.
Touchdown, Tigers.
So that's going to make it a 13-8 game, pending the conversion, of course. I had alluded to Potier earlier in the broadcast, of course, because he had quite the show against South Salem last week. Okay, looks like they are going to go for 2. We've got single wide right, double backs. Hands it off, goes, tries to turn in a sweep, turns in a little bit, and he, I believe, yes, he got in. Wow.
Apolando's 2-point conversion is good.
Apolando gets the 2-point conversion. It is now timeout, 6:59 remaining in the half, and with the scoreboard showing 15-8 Newberg.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Okay, just about ready to go again. All lined up, double backs back to receive. Gets under it, end over end, bit short, about the 18, 20, 25. Breaks forward, 30, breaks another tackle, breaks another, breaks free. He's got room, past the 40, past the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Generals! Holy moly!
Touchdown Grant.
76 yards, do you believe it?
But there is a penalty marker on the field, holding against Grant.
Oh my goodness. Looks like it's coming back. Holding called, I believe. Tremendous right here regardless. But the other thing you guys have to factor into consideration is, remember, this is still only week 2, gang, okay? Week 1 and week 2, that's when they start getting the jitters out, and then things you'll watch by about week 3, mark my words, they're going to smooth out. Guaranteed. Hoo boy. What a difference. Okay, that'll put it at about the 22.
Following the penalty on Grant, it'll be 1st and 10, Generals, ball on their own 22-yard line.
Okay, single left, double slot right, single back in the backfield. Going, takes it, and then he fakes a handoff, leans forward, plows, I'd say, about the 25 or the 26, depending on the spot. They're going to give him the spot. It looks like right at the 25, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Okay, this time we've got single left. We've got triple slot right, single back in the backfield. Logan calling signals. Ooh, almost jumped. Back to throw. Turns, throws the screen out to the right, cuts up. Nice gain near the sticks. That's going to be 1st down, most likely. Nice screen pass. And the thing is, Going is starting to get comfortable back there, and especially in the short pass routes, it's working pretty good. Well, of course, he had the big one there that got him the touchdown as well. Okay, so we have a stoppage again. Oh, they are going to measure it. I thought he had it. And they're going to stretch it. We'll see. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short according to the measurement. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1, obviously. Okay, down to 5:50 remaining and a half. 3rd down and 1. Another critical play. Okay, we're looking at single wide left. We're looking at, looks like double slot right. Well, now they're reorganizing a bit.
3rd and inches for Grant.
Okay, single back in the backfield. Double slot now on the right. Now there's another hold up. Oh, now they're starting the clock. Okay. Here we go. Going. Takes it, hands it off. Plus forward, stop, leans. I don't think he got it. It's going to be a little bit short.
D.D. Phillips on the carry for the Generals.
Oh, no, they did say he got it 1st down. Forgive me, old buzzard's disease.
1st down, Grant.
So he does pick it up. 1st and 10. Sticks move. Down to 5:35. And remember, the Tigers only have 1 timeout, so keep that in mind. Okay, single wide left. We've got double slot right, single back in the backfield. Going. Back to throw. Under a bit of a rush. Has to move out right. Throws on the run. Did he hang on to it? I believe he did. Very good job by Zahari again. That's going to be another 1st down.
Going's pass complete to Zahari.
The throw was a bit low, but he reached down and made a nice catch on it. Okay, so 1st and 10, 5:05 to go and a half.
1st down.
Little bit of shifting around. Okay, single back. We're looking triple slot right, left, single right. Hands it off, plows ahead. Finally gets shoved back. Some forward progress. They're thinking that it was a loose ball, but I haven't seen anything signaled from the official yet. Nope. Still Generals ball.
Carry for Grant.
Okay.
To the Generals.
Probably about 2nd and 7 or so.
3.
The Generals still have all 3 of their timeouts left, so that could very well come in handy. Let's see.
2nd and 7 for Grant. Ball on the
Okay,
right,
we're looking at
36.
triple slot left. We're looking at single wide right, single back in the backfield. Logan takes it, hands it off, leans forward, gets aside. Pretty close to midfield. So slowly they begin to put together a fairly effective drive at this point.
Heat on the carry for the Generals. Penalty flag on the field.
Although there was a flag. It appears to be in the Tigers. Let's see what the call is. Ooh, unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a biggie.
Against Newberg.
I didn't see anything that was questionable, but again, in that pileup, it was real difficult to see, I'd say. But obviously, an unpleasantry was exchanged, and of course, the coaches will have a chat with that fellow, I'm sure. So, chains move again.
Following the penalty, 1st down and 10.
Okay, talking to 36, single left, triple slot right, single back in the backfield. Logan, long count, back to throw, has time, puts it up again, makes the catch of the dead run, touchdown Generals. Good golly molly. Has this man got this passing game going or what? Another beautiful throw. So we're knotted up at 15 apiece, pending the conversion, of course. Again, beat him clean. And that's impressive when you consider how many interceptions that the Tigers had last week. Okay, and looks like they're going to go for 2. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Sorry, it is going to be a point after. Looked like everybody's moving the line of scrimmage. Okay. So Blasco back on for the point after. Snapped a little high, but got it down. It looks like it is good, and it is. So, very nice touchdown pass. 3:53 remaining in the first half. Scoreboard shows we've got a 16-15 lead now in favor of the Generals on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass.
Sorry, the extra point was actually no good. We had some confusion on that, but I'll get to that. We're underway again, so it's actually not at 15-15. Pretty good kick this time, back to the 8. Turns right, cuts it up. Nice coverage, good pursuit. Got him short of the 20.
On the kickoff return
1st and 10 Tigers. So go back to the extra point. It looked a bit confusing for the way that the officials signaled down by the goalpost because one clearly started to put his hands up, but they wound up calling it no good after all. So, 1st down and 10. And 3:47 remaining, and they break huddle and hurry up here. So we're looking at single wide left, and we're looking at double backs again in the backfield. Turns, gives. Not much room, then finally breaks out and turns it on and increases his speed. Good hustle, and another flag. So we're going to have to wait and see what this is about.
On the carry for Newberg.
Apparently enough for 1st down. One other important thing to remember, gang, Newberg's only got 1 timeout left.
Penalty flag on the field.
So they're calling, it looks like, an unintentional face mask, or that's what the initial signal is. So they're going to scoot it up, of course, 5 yards. So 1st down and 10 once again. Okay.
1st down, Newberg.
This time we've got slots in, turns, pitches, swings out to the right. strung out a little bit. Good job of pursuing that time, and down he goes. Appears to be a slight loss, but very good pursuit that time from the interior.
Second down.
So we are looking at second down. Approximately 8, 3:14 to go. And again, Newberg's only got that one timeout remaining. Okay, this time we're looking at single wide left, double backs in a backfield again. Turns, gives, pushes forward, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, steams forward to about the 48-yard line or so. It's going to be another Tigers first down. So once again, I know I had alluded to it earlier. Absolutely powerful running.
Marker on the field.
Oh, we do have a flag. And now we have a personal foul against the Generals.
Penalty is against Grant.
So that's 2 major penalties within the last minute or so. You know, you feel bad when a kid on this level makes that kind of a mistake, but again, you know how the coaches are, they'll definitely address it. Big one. It's going to skip all the way down to about the 33 and a half. 2:55 remaining to go and a half. We've got a single wide right, slot to the right in the interior, double backs. Turns, hands, gives, plows forward, some progress, about the 28. So looking at second down.
Carry for the Tigers, positive yardage on the play.
Very nearly near the 2-minute mark, so to speak. Okay, this time we're looking at single wide right. We're looking at interior slot, double backs. Turns, gives. Turns right, breaks one, leans forward, and they're going to move the chains. That's a first down.
Holton on the run.
Very close to the 20.
First down, Tigers.
And now a timeout is being called. Okay, this time Grant's going to call it, so that'll be their first.
Field, Grant High School.
So they have 2 remaining. And, of course, at this point, as you well know, the clock is a factor. Okay, so, yes, still tied at 15, folks. Okay, Grant Boosters raises money for Grant High School's many diverse clubs and athletics teams. Grant's clubs and teams keep our kids inspired, active, and connected. The success of Grant's clubs and teams would not be possible without the support of parents, friends, and family like you. Please give what you can to help us reach our fundraising goal for this year. You can do so directly online at grantgives.com. Okay, just about ready to rock and roll again. Okay, so this will be first down. Forgive me. Okay, about the 21 or so. We've got single wide right, interior slot, turns. And it's going to be a false start this time on Newberg. So it'll be first down 15. You could tell when they were lining up, there was a bit of confusion in their backfield. So, of course, this moves it back to the 26. And another substitution. All right. Burrell leads them up. Similar, we've got single wide left, interior slot, double backs. Turns, gives, turns on a sweep out to the outside, plows forward, makes some good progress. Depends on the spot, but it looks like about the 19, so it'll be second down, probably looks like about 8. Okay, quickly they come up again, single wide right.
Second down, Tigers.
Interior slot, double backs. Well, hands it off, turns, leans forward, a little bit of progress, about to the 15 or so.
The ball carrier for Newberg. Third down.
So it's going to be about third down and about 5 or so, I think. And now we're down to 125.
Newberg from the 16.
So that one time out remaining now could become a factor. Okay, single right. Double backs, turns, goes, trying to turn the corner. Nice job of stuffing it out. Tremendous interior strength that time by the Generals. So that, of course, is going to mean fourth down. And we're nearly under a minute. Okay, ready to go again. Fourth down, they're going to go for it. Turns, pitches, heads out to the left. Gets away from one man, gets away from two, leans forward, and he's got it. So once again, the Tigers' running game, very, very impressive. Timeout with 35 seconds remaining. I believe that is the final timeout for the Tigers. So during this break, Tammy Goring of Windmere Realtors is parent of one of our athletes and sponsor that has been serving Northeast Portland in real estate for years. She's an advocate for students and student athletes and generously gives her time and energy to those in need. We are grateful for community members that value the experience of sports and education in the high school process. If you're in need of a real estate agent, you would be lucky to have Tammy Goring represent you through Windmere Realtors. Ready to go again. So, 35 seconds remaining in the first half. A little bit of pressure on the Generals now. Okay, double slot right, double backs. Turn, back to throw. Burrell puts it up for the end zone. Oh, nice defensive play. Reached up and batted it down. And a new goal.
Burrell's pass is incomplete in the end zone.
So it'll be second down.
Timon Davis under coverage, second and goal.
29 seconds, so again, time is a factor here. And do remember, they are out of timeouts. Okay, single wide right, interior slot right, double backs. Turns, gives, plows forward, breaks a tackle, breaks another touchdown for the Tigers. Tremendous running job again.
On the carry
I believe that was Padilla again, I think. Second TD of the evening, so now it's 21-15 Tigers. They regain the lead. They're going to line up now for the conversion. And they're going to go for an extra point. 23 seconds left in the half, by the way. Snap, spot, kick. And it is good.
Early text on the point after for Newberg.
So, 23 ticks remaining to go in a half. And now the Tigers have regained the lead at 22-15. So, Grant has a couple of timeouts left, so they might be able to do some sideline stuff, but we shall see. Okay, ready to go again? Got two men back, a bit shallow, I'd say, in the 20. Well, actually a bit back now, but close to it. Gets his foot into it, higher and deeper and much better kickoff this time. He's going to take it to the 9-10. Turns 15. Heads left, breaks a tackle, 20. Turns again, nice movement. He gets up to about the 27. So there's going to be about 13 seconds to go, and they spot the ball. Not much time and not much margin for error, of course. So once again, first down and 10 for the Generals. Looks like they may just down it and go into the half, into the locker room. And that is, of course, what they're going to do. He takes the knee. Clock is going to run. And that is going to do it for an entertaining first half. The scoreboard shows at halftime the Tigers 22 and the Generals 15. You are listening to the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice a full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
Okay, we are back here at Marshall Field at halftime, and of course the Tigers of Newberg lead this one 22-15. Fairly entertaining first half overall, but again, it was the strength of the running game that managed to get the Tigers out in front. Still, a lot of credit goes to the Generals, especially to Mr. Going. He did a pretty effective job of throwing the ball, a couple of really nice catches. So basically, what they're going to have to adjust to in second half is exactly what I had alluded to before the broadcast. It's going to be a case of finally slowing that running game down. They were effective in some spots. The key is going to be they simply need to be more effective. So, we shall take a brief break. You are listening to the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network. Okay, back here at Marshall again, still at halftime, and again a 22-15 score. Thought I'd bring up the Friends of Grant football mission. The Friends of Grant football strives to enrich the lives of players, students, alumni, and administration by providing a program that sustains generation to generation the pursuit of academic and athletic excellence. Our values are aligned with a tradition that extends beyond many generations of alumni who have passed the hallways representing PIL leadership in a challenging, supportive athletic environment. The foundation of the Generals is built on integrity, accountability, inclusion, and a proud competitive spirit. Impressive indeed. So, we'll probably be getting ready here pretty quick. We still have a little bit of extra space time before the kickoff. But again, I just remind everybody the big thing that the Generals are going to need to do in this second half is somehow slow down that Titanic running game because it is incredibly effective. Okay, we will be back in a short bit.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
My Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Okay, back here. Before we get going, I was just going to bring up Moon and Sixpence. Mike and Mary Marshall are parents of one of our top senior players and proud owners of the Moon and Sixpence. They generously offer up their establishment every year to help Friends of Grant football fundraise, provide team dinners, and host coaches meetings often. We're very lucky to have this area favorite that supports our neighborhood players and families. Moon and Sixpence is a charming classic English pub offering cask-conditioned ales with a dart room, beer garden, live music, and a great back patio. And given my Welsh heritage, I found that interesting, needless to say. Okay, we should be getting underway here in a little bit. As we get back to start the rest of the action, again, the big thing, the big difference maker up to this point has been the running game, and the likes of Party always has 2 touchdowns in this one. Must say the Tigers appear very well coached, too, under Kevin Haston from all observations. A little bit of a breeze kicking up, which we didn't have earlier. But we should be ready to rock and roll here shortly. Final instructions. As a reminder, the Tigers are going to get the ball to start the second half. Looks like they've got 2 backs deep. Sort of staggered at the 5 and the 10. Oh, now he's going to move up. Looks like Justin Holton is having a discussion with the referee for some reason. The other thing that is going to be incumbent on both of these ball clubs is to stay away from those unpleasantry penalties, which cost both of them, as we well know. All right, we're ready to get it going.
To kick it away to begin the second half of play. Buck and Holton, the returners for the Tigers.
Underway. Nice kick. It's going to push him all the way back to the 5. Turns. Heads up the middle. Tackled very quickly. Excellent pursuit.
Holton on the kickoff return for
They
Newberg
got
High
down
School,
incredibly
Tigers.
quickly and pinned him down deep. So this time the Tigers are going to find themselves in a hole to start the third quarter. Looks like they're going to spot it roughly about the 12. So it's going to be first down and 10 there for Newberg. Okay, so this time we're looking at single right, double interior slots, hands it off, trying to turn right. Stop, and now we have a flag.
Penalty flag on the field.
It is holding. That's the one thing every coach will tell you over and over again. Whatever you do, do not get caught for holding on a running play. So that's going to scoot them back. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. They spotted it on the 9.
For Newberg.
Anyway, second down and long. We're looking at single wide left. Interior slot. Double backs. Gibbs turns a sweep to the left, turns the corner, gets away, but not the second. Out at about the 25, that's going to be another Tigers first down.
Holton on the run for Newberg, tackle out of bounds.
Same story. That powerful running game keeps moving the chains.
First down, Newberg.
It's beginning to pin the Generals back a bit. Linebackers definitely need to cut those outsides down. Okay, so this time around, we're looking at double interior slots, double backs. Turns, hands it off. Plows ahead, makes a little bit of progress, and then gets stopped. It's going to be second and long.
OTA on the carry for the Tigers.
No, they actually gave him forward progress to the 29, and again, a questionable spot. It's going to be second down and
second
6.
For the Tigers, ball on the 29.
Okay, so we're looking at single wide right. We're looking at double backs in the backfield. Interior slot right. Gibbs stuffed it up. I'd say that looked like an illegal motion. Surprised they didn't call it. Certainly looked like he moved forward. Alrighty, third down and 4 regardless. Gang, this is going to be a huge play for the Generals. They definitely need a stop here to at least shift the momentum back a bit.
Third and 4.
Okay, single wide right. Interior slot left. Double backs. Long count by Burrell. Turns. Hands it off, sweep right. Cuts up, but short. Excellent pursuit that time. Very good job by the interior. It's going to be fourth down.
Tackle made by
this was important because now this gives the opportunity for a little bit of a momentum shift.
Fourth down, Tigers.
So now, of course, both of the punting units come on. We're down to about 9:20 to go in the third quarter again. Still 22-15 Newberg. Fourth down and about 3.5. Single back deep for the return.
Davis back deep, ready to return.
General showing like they might push hard. A little bit high snap, got it off. Gets the kickoff nicely. Catches it, falls down. And, of course, they're going to spot it right down there. Okay. So we've got first down and 10, depending on the spot. It looks like they're going to spot it roughly about the 37-yard line.
In Grant territory at their own 30.
Okay, we're ready to go again. We're looking at double slot right. We're looking at single wide left. Slot moving to the right now, tripled up. Hands it off, turns the sweep, turns up, gets some good forward progress. Both forward, that's going to be a first down for the Generals. Right at about midfield. Very nice run.
Midfield. First down, Generals.
First down at 10, and they're right up at the line of scrimmage again. Okay, so we are looking at single wide left. We are looking at double wide right. Slot left now moves in motion, single back. Still interior. Turns, Gibbs. Oh, totally bottled up.
Logan going.
It's going to be a loss.
On the quarterback keeper. No gain on the play. Second and 10, Generals. Ball.
Going actually gets credit for no gain on that, to be exact. So it's going to be second down and 10. Okay, so we've got double slot left. We've got single wide right. Interior slot left, single back. Turns, throws the screen, makes the catch, turns up. A little bit of progress. It's going to be about the 47-yard line or so. So basically, we're looking at third down and long at this point.
Gain of 4 on the
And
play.
that, of course, means Going's probably going to put it up.
3rd and 6.
He has looked pretty impressive at times. We got another stoppage. Oh, late substitution. That's what caused that. Okay. So we're looking at triple slot left. We're looking at single or right, single wide left, single back in a backfield. Turns. Back up pass. Got time. Puts it up deep. I think he caught it. Yes, he did. Very nice catch. My goodness. So it looks like you're going to spot him roughly about the 24 or so.
On the field against Grant for holding.
Another holding penalty. It had to have been in the interior line somewhere. I couldn't pick it up. The other thing is the referee is holding his hands so low, it's very difficult at times to see if he's indicating holding. Okay, so now it's going to be 3rd down and way long. Okay, so we've got single wide right. We've got triple slot left, single back. Logan. Showing blitz. Back to throw. Under tremendous pressure and down he's going to go. Nope, ball was down. Ground kick caused a fumble.
Sacked on the play by the Tigers.
Still, it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to kick it away. Let's see. Now we're approaching the 6-minute mark in the 3rd quarter.
4th down, Generals.
So the punting unit's going to come on once again. Another critical penalty.
Grant to punt. Justin Holton on the punt return for the Tigers.
So it looks like Horton's going to be deep for Newberg. A little bit high snap, but he's okay. Gets up a nice one, kind of low, spiraling. Fumbles it! And it's going to be Grant football. Oh, my goodness. Critical turnover. You could see he was having difficulty gauging the ball because when he finally extended his hands, he was still about a half step short and simply muffed it. All right, so they're going to spot it at the 28. This is huge. So let's see if the Generals can cash in on this thing. Down to 5:54 to go in the 3rd quarter, too, as a friendly reminder. Okay, we are looking at single wide left. We are looking at double wide right, single back. Takes the handoff. Plows, burrows forward. Nice progress. I'd say likely about the 23. It's going to be 2nd down, and I'm going to guess probably about 4. We're actually going to spot it 2nd and 5. And now they're scooting some folks around. Apparently there's going to be a substitution, it appears. Or no, different setup. Okay, we got double slot right. We've got single wide left, slot interior moving. Hands it off. Breaks away from 1, breaks away from 2, leans forward. And he's down for another 1st down, roughly about 15 or so. Very effective moving of the ball on the ground. So they're beginning to build a little bit of momentum now. Okay, so 1st and 10, we're looking. Might have been a change in the play. Okay, we're looking at single left, double slot right, interior slot left. He's moving in motion, 1 single back. Turns, hands it off, turns right, breaks away from 1, finally brought down, but good forward progress. He's close to the sticks. Looks like somebody from the Tigers is slow getting up. You know, you always hate to see that naturally. Yep. He's going to have to come off for a play. That appears to be Justin Holton who got hurt on that one. Okay, so about 2nd down and 1. As I mentioned earlier, he was close to the 6, but not quite. Okay, we're looking at double slot right. We're looking at single wide left, interior slot, single back. Going. Hands it up. Sweeping left. Trying to turn a corner. Dives is the end. Yes, he's in. Touchdown, Generals. Very nice run. Showed some very good speed. That was Timon Davis, ladies and gents. So now we are pending the conversion, and if they make this one, we've got it all tied up again. Okay. So for the extra point, we're going to line it up. It's going to be Blasco again, of course.
Beyond for the extra point attempt for Grant.
Snap. A little high, got it down, kick. And they signal good.
Is good.
Okay, so 4:12 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and we got us a new ball game, ladies and gents. 4:12 remaining in the 3rd. We are all knotted up at 22 apiece on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
What is a role model? A person looked to by others as an example to be imitated. What is sportsmanship? Fair and generous behavior or treatment of others, especially in a sports contest.
Okay, gang, looks like we're ready to rock and roll again. As usual, 2 men deep for the Tigers. Puts his boot into it. Line drive, low kick, takes it roughly about to 7, 15, 20. Gets up to about the 24, fairly good pursuit.
Holton on a kickoff return, tackled around the 23.
Spotted roughly about to 24 or so. Back to that earlier injury before the touchdown. Of course, this is the one thing you always get scared of in week 1 and week 2. But fortunately, that's been the only instance, and at least he's able to go off under his own power, fortunately. We do have a Grant player down who's slow getting up, although he seems to be okay now. That was D.D. Phillips for the record, so he'll come off. Give you guys an update on another game going on this evening. Cleveland is way ahead of Wilson, 28-6 at the half. Cleveland apparently ran the kickoff back for a touchdown. Okay, single wide right. Men in motion moving that way. Gibbs plows forward. Not too. It looks like it may have been a loose ball. No.
Ball carrier for Newberg.
No, they called it off. Okay, it's going to be 2nd down short. I want to say about 2nd and 7. Okay, single wide left. Turns, Gibbs. Hands it on a sweep. Tries to get around. Got brought down. Nice pursuit. Doesn't look like he got very much at all, if anything.
Holton the carry for the Tigers.
And now they're going to give him forward progress to the 29. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Okay, so we're looking at single wide right. We're looking at interior slot right, double backs in the backfield. Turns. Back to throw. Heaves it up deep. Oh, way overthrown, incomplete. Going to be 4th down. The timing, he had a little bit of time back there, but the timing was way off on that play.
4th down, Tigers.
So the Tigers will kick. And you can sense the Generals have really tilted the momentum here. And eventually, if this can continue on this next change of possession, they have the chance to burrow themselves ahead and start to build some real momentum, especially now that we're almost in the 4th. Okay, lined up for the punt formation at 4th down.
The punt returner for Grant.
Okay, show they might be pushing hard for a block. We'll see. Snap's good. Gets up a nice one. Signal spare catch. Caught it a bit low, but caught it nonetheless very well.
Punt return down by Davis at the 40-yard line.
Okay, so 1st down and about the 40. So that'll set the Generals up in fairly good position with 2:39 to go in the 3rd. One of the important factors, too, and I'll remind everybody of this, is nobody's had to expend a timeout early. They both had 3 remaining, for the stretch run, so we'll see how that plays out. As you may recall, in the 1st, they had to use a couple early. Okay, so for the Generals, double slot left, we get single wide right. No back. Or there was a back, excuse me. Yeah. View was blocked a bit. Barely any forward progress at all, a little bit. But they're going to spot him with about a gain, it looks, of about 2.
Second and 8.
It will be 2nd down and 8. Okay, looks like we got triple slot left, single wide right. Single back in the backfield. Logan. Turns back to throw. Heaving it up again deep. Got a couple steps. Ooh, just thrown by him. Timing was just a bit off, so it's incomplete. Of course, that's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Intended for Luke Orchard.
So now there's a little bit of pressure on the Generals to convert here. Still, to his credit, Going has been pretty effective with some of those longer throws this evening.
42.
Okay, so we're looking single wide left. We're looking at single wide right. Now I got interior slot and double slot left. Single back. Back to throw he goes. Logan rolling out left. Looks, throws, heaves it up again. He did. He held on to it. Outstanding grab. He had to come back and reach a teeny bit high, because the timing was a hair's breadth off, but that was a tremendous job on his part. 1st down and 10 again. This is the kind of momentum shifter that can change the course of the ball game, gang. Good job, Luke. Okay, so we're looking at double slot left. Looks like it's going to be double slot right, single back. Showing blitz. Gibbs. Kind of tries to plow forward. Tiny bit of forward progress, I'd say. Depends on the spot. Of course, it's going to be 2nd down and long. And now they're saying no gain. Okay, let's see. Double slot right. Looks like double backs. Now motion from the slot, trying to sweep, trying to turn a corner. And gets pretty much disrupted. Good job by that time for pursuit by the Tigers. Of course, it's going to be another passing situation once again. So 3rd down and 10.
On the play. 3rd and 10.
Tigers are playing a little tighter defensively now, especially in the interior. So
from the Tigers' 47-yard line.
Okay, so we're looking at Single wide right. Looks like double slot. Now it's triple slot left. We've got a single back. Seems to be a little confusion. They may be changing the play. Play clock's got to be getting short.
That is the end of the third quarter.
Oh, that brought up to the end of the third quarter.
Campus at Marshall High School.
Well, very well. We got, gang, we got 12 minutes left to go. And the scoreboard once again reflects we are tied at 22-22 on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network. So once again, the National Guard is proud to be a gold-level supporter of the Friends of Grant football. The Guard dates back to 1636, when citizen soldiers formed militias to defend community and country. And for 377 years, the Guard has stayed true to its roots. Enlisting in the National Guard means more time at home. Training typically requires 1 weekend each month, with a 2-week training period once each year. Get a degree with money for school, learn job skills that translate into the civilian world.
Begin the fourth and final quarter of play. It is third.
Make bonds that last a lifetime and earn pride for life. When you become a Guard soldier, your family will thank you, your country will thank you, and your future will thank you. Okay, forgive me, we're ready to go here, it looks like. Third down and 10. We've got triple out to the left, single right. Back to throw. Puts it up. Oh, just past his reach. So incomplete. Of course, that's going to bring up fourth down, and the Generals are going to have to kick again. But there is a flag
against the Generals.
They're going to call holding the Generals again. Of course, they're going to decline it.
It is declined. Fourth down.
So the kicking team's going to come on. Okay. Single back deep for the Tigers. Mr. Van Arks goes to work again. Snaps high, but he gets it. Puts his boot into it. Nice kick. It's going to bounce, and it's going to get a little bit of a Grant roll. My goodness, again, Grant roll. Look at this. Wow. Very nice punt that time by Max Van Arks. Did an excellent job. That's what you want to do. Paint him inside the 20, and they certainly did a good job of that. All right, we got 11:41 remaining. So now the Tigers are pinned back. And they're going to have to depend on that powerful running game of theirs. The trick now is that the Generals have to make sure that the interior stays strong and those linebackers continue better pursuit on the outside. All right, first down at 10. We're looking at single wide right. Double backs in the backfield, interior slot right. Gives. A little bit of a stop there, slowed him down. Burrows forward. Good second effort. Looks like about a gain, I want to say, of about,
Justin Holton on the carry for
looks
the
about
Tigers.
4.5. Second down. Another substitution for the Tigers. They've been doing quite a bit of rotational.
Second down, Newberg.
Okay, so now we're looking at single wide left. We're looking at double back. Gibbs plows forward. He may have it. They're signaling first down.
Holtier on the carry for Newberg. First down,
So
Tigers.
the Tigers are going to move the chains again. And again, it's that powerful running game. This time, it was pushing it up the interior to get the job done. They rotated fairly consistently. And once again, Burrell has not thrown very much at all tonight. Okay, so we're looking at single right, double backs, interior slot. Gibbs plows forward to the left. A little bit forward progress.
Holtier on the carry for the Tigers.
So it's going to be about a gain of 4, so second down and 6. Okay, so Burrell leads him up again. We're looking at single wide right. We're looking at single back interior slot. Turns, throws it up and makes the grab. Good coverage that time. Hardly any forward progress on that one. So now we're looking at most likely 3rd down and 6.
The point on the reception from Durrell from the Tigers. Jamison Price the
So once again,
for Grant. 3rd
it's
down,
crunch time
Newberg.
again, and it has turned into a real battle after all. All right, 3rd down, single wide right. We're looking at double backs in a backfield. Interior slot left, turns, and goes ahead, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He's got a step or two. Reaches down, tackles, and finally, my goodness, at the 40-yard line of Grant.
Justin Holt
First down, Tigers.
Newberg, 1st down, Tigers.
Again, that running game that's proved so effectively is still paying dividends. Okay, so they're going to spot him at about the Grant 42. And then, of course, they'll start the clock here shortly. Okay, we've got single right. We've got double backs in a backfield. Turns. Hands it off. Plows ahead. Another excellent run. Gain of about 6.5, I'd say.
Both the and the carry for the Tigers.
So, technically it will be 2nd down 4.
Second down and 4 for the Tigers.
Okay, so we've got single wide right, interior slot right, double in the backfield. And whistle is blown.
Penalty flag on the field.
It will be a false start, so they're going to back them up 5.
5-yard penalty accepted.
So now they're looking at second down and long. And again, remember, gang, week 2, you're going to have those penalties out there.
Second down and 9 for the Tigers. Ball on the 41.
2nd and 9, single wide right, interior slot right, double backs. Turns and gives. Gets a break. Breaks another one. Leans forward. Pretty good forward progress. Up to pretty close to the 35. Okay. So we're looking at about 3rd down 4.5 or so. Or no, they actually spotted him at the 36.
A 5-yard carry on the play.
So roughly 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
All right, single wide left. Interior slot left. Now double slot left. 2 backs in a backfield. Turns. Gives. Plows forward. Close to the sticks. We'll see where they unpile them.
Carry for Newberg.
Oh, they are going to give him a 1st down.
4th down, Tigers.
Oh, no. Now they spotted him short. It's going to be 4th down and about 1. It would appear it's beginning to look like they're going to go for it. 7:17 to go. Big one coming up here, needless to say. Okay, we've got single wide right. We've got interior slot right. Double backs. Turns, gives, plows. I think he's got it. Looks like he got up to roughly about the 30.
Newberg, that will move the chains.
So once again, another 1st down.
1st down, Tigers.
It's been the Tigers' running game that's been pretty effective all evening.
First and 10.
Okay, this time they're setting up with a single wide left, double backs in a backfield, interior slot left. Turns, gives, cuts, spins, lunges, but gets bottled up pretty nicely. Good pursuit that time. Stronger performance in the interior that time by the Generals. Okay, looking at 2nd and long. Probably about 8 from the spot. Okay, double backs in a backfield, single wide left. Burrell turns, gives, Cuts it up, breaks a tackle, plows forward. Portia gets, looks like he got the first down.
Hotier on the carry for Newberg. Penalty flag on the field.
Probably going to have to measure, actually, given where the spot is.
Penalty flag is against the Tigers.
But we have a penalty against Newberg. It's difficult. We're having a very long discussion about this one. 5:56 remaining in this one, too, just so you know. This is a much longer discussion than normal, gang. They're going to measure first to see if, in fact, he got the first down. From where I was looking, it looked like he did. Well, it actually looks like he's a hair short. We still need to find out what the hanky was about.
Let's go!
We still, okay, they moved him back. I hope we're going to get a clarification.
Penalty on Newberg in his 3rd and 16.
Apparently they called holding, but he never signaled it, so.
35-yard line.
Okay, so, yeah, we're looking at about 3rd and 16 or so. It makes sense to take the penalty at this juncture anyway, because time's beginning to become a factor, and if you're thinking in terms of field goal range, you got to keep them back on their heels a bit. Okay, double slot right, single wide left, single back in the backfield. Double back, excuse me, turns, gives, nothing doing. Stopped him for a loss. It's going to be 4th down.
Carry for Newberg.
And Newberg is going to have to kick.
4th down, Tigers.
Big stop right there. So now the punting teams are going to come on. Again, much improved defensive play that time for the Generals. Of course, the penalty was very helpful as well. All right, 4th down, 1 back deep. He's moving back, of course, because they're going to be punting from the Grant 36. Gets the snap, boots it. Oh, very short. Shanked it. That's only going to be about a 14-yard punt.
Down at the 22-yard line.
So anyway, 4:56 to go. We're still knotted up tight at 22 all. Okay, Ackright Foundation was founded by Kenneth Acker, former Grand Alum athlete and NFL player for the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs. Brought his generosity to Friends of Grant Football as a gold-level sponsor, helping players with the important equipment that they need to be safe and effective. No, forgive me, they've already lined up again. Okay, 1st down and 10. We're looking at double slot right, single wide left, single back, turns, gives, plows. Ahead, not much.
Phillips on the run.
A little bit of forward progress. See where they spotted it.
Gain of 2 on the play.
I'm going to spot him about a gain of 2. 2nd down, 4:39 remaining. Looking at single left, we're looking at double slot right, single back in the backfield. Going, long count. Takes, back to throw. Rolls, throws it out. Nice catch. It's going to be 1st down and more. Leans past the 40.
Logan's going passing.
I would venture to say probably got to about the 42 or the 43.
First down, Generals.
And now they're going to spot it at the 41. Okay, 4:10 to go. First and 10. Double slot left. We've got single right. Single back in the backfield. Logan, long count, takes it. Hands it off. Trying to turn the corner. A little bit of pushes his way forward. Nice game. He turned the afterburners on pretty effectively as he was reaching the corner to turn. Very nice job that time. So we're going to be looking at, well, it depends on the spot. And now they're walking it back again. Now they're saying it's holding again.
The penalty marker on the field against Grant for holding.
So now we're looking first down and long. .343 to go. Still not at a 22. All 3 timeouts remaining on both sides. Hang on to your hats.
First down, Grant.
Okay, this time around we look at double slot left, single wide right, single back in the backfield. Logan on a long count, and it looks like the defense jumped.
Penalty flag on the field against the
And it'll
Tigers
be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers.
It remains first down, Grant.
So it looks like it's going to be, about first down 14. Okay, double slot left, single right, single back, turns, gives. Tries to plow forward, gets a little bit of progress, then gets shoved back.
Heat on the carry for Grant.
Only slight forward progress on that, so that's going to make it about second down and 12, let's say. Okay, they're shifting the formation around a bit. So single left, we've got double slot right, single back in the backfield. Going, turns, back to throw, puts it up deep. Got a half step, just a little bit too far. Incomplete. So that'll bring up third down and long, 3:20 to go. If nothing else, it has been entertaining, but got to give the Generals credit for fighting back and fighting back effectively. Going has been throwing pretty well all evening. So in this case, it was just the timing. All right. So we're looking at third down about 12. Okay, we've got single wide left. We've got double slot right, single back. Going. Back to throw. He's got time. Throws it over the middle. Makes the catch, but he's going to come up, it looks like a little bit short. That'll bring up fourth down as we're nearing the 3-minute mark. Still not at a 22.
Fourth and 3, Generals.
Oh, now they're set.
Ball on their own 48-yard line.
So it looks like about 4th and 3.5. We're going to have a timeout here with 2:52 remaining. So for the record, remember, the Generals now have 2 timeouts remaining for the stretch run. Okay, so real quickly, Squares Electric Incorporated was founded in 1998. Through 20-plus years of dedication, we provided excellent workmanship, extraordinary service, and surrounded ourselves with the best electricians in the industry. It is one of our company's core values to support the community. We are proud to be able to enrich children's lives and help provide the tools they need to succeed. Go Generals. Okay. Critical play coming up on 4th down and short. I would imagine there is a real chance that the Generals are going to go for this.
4th and 3, Grant. Ball on their own
Sure enough.
48-yard line.
Here we go. Okay. Crunch time, gang. All right, we're looking at single wide left. We're looking at single slot wide right. Single back interior slot. Oh, no, they would have go to punt. Apologies, gang. Very, very nice kick. Go down at about the 8. Okay, so they did decide to punt after all. 2:43 to go.
Grant hunts inside the 10.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers.
For Newberg.
So now we're going to see if that running game can have a critical effect at this point. But this late, of course, you're going to have to watch the clock. Okay, single wide right, double backs, interior slot left, turns, hands it off, swings it out to the right, pretty well diagnosed, breaks the tackle, but gets hauled down at the 10 eventually, so not much.
Holton on the carry.
About second down and 8, I would say.
A short gain of 2
Quickly
on the run,
moving toward the 2-minute mark. Okay, Newberg's got all 3 of their timeouts left, and of course the Generals have 2. Okay, triple slot right, double backs, turns, rolling out to the left, got some momentum, leans forward, broke a tackle, finally gets pushed out at about the 35. We're under 2 minutes to go now. So now it's going to get more critical.
Newberg. That will move the sticks for a first down.
And it looks like there's a timeout being called. So, yeah, they've got him reset now, so now we're ready to go. Okay, single wide right. We've got interior slots right, double back. 1:58 to go. Burrow under center. Turns, gives. Plows forward a bit, leans forward, good progress. I'd say he got up to about the 36 or so. This puts more pressure on the Generals' defense to step up. They finally stopped the clock. The officials had started to confer with each other, and it took probably about another 3 seconds off the clock. So we're looking at 1:50 to go, and now we have confusion again. Now they're finally going to start the clock again. Under 1:40 to go. Real late substitution for the Tigers. Okay, break the huddle. Here we go. We're looking at single left, single right, interior slots. Back to throw goes Burrow. Heaves it out. And nice job. Knocked it loose and complete. He timed it well. Very nice play. So now we're looking at third down.
Durrell's pass is incomplete on the play. Third down.
So it looks like about third down and 5.5, I want to say. Okay, critical play coming up now, gang. Hold on to your hats. Single wide right, single wide left, double backs, interior slot right. Turns, gives, goes on a sweep. Breaks one, but not the second one. They stuffed it.
Apolando on the carry for Newberg.
No deal. It's fourth down. They're going to have to kick. The clock is moving, though. We're down to the 1 minute mark. So it appears the Generals are going to call a timeout. So this should leave the Generals with one timeout remaining. Well, that's going to depend on what happens on this punt. So the special teams are really going to have to step up to have a chance to be able to win this thing. Seems to have been a little bit of a delay, but we finally got the ball rolling again, to use a lousy pun.
4th down, Newberg.
So they get ready to kick. Single back deep. He's going to spot pretty close to the 35. A little bit of a breeze again, which could also be a factor, of course. Gets the snap off, gets the kick, end over end. And he's going to take it on a bounce, turns, plows it. There's a stoppage in play that they're going to go with a fair catch, and they're going to spot him at the 31.
31-yard line for Davis. 1st and 10.
1st down and 10, and we got 52 ticks left. At least the Generals have the one timeout remaining. All right, ladies and gents, it's showtime. 1st down and 10.
1st and 10, Generals from
at their own 31. We're looking at double slot left. We're looking at single wide right. We're looking at it single back in the backfield. Going, turns, throws a screen, completes, trying to get around the corner. Shoved out of bounds. Looked like no gain, I think. 43 seconds to go.
Goings pass complete to Luke McCullough on the play.
We actually had to spot him all the way up to the 33. It looked like he got shoved out at roughly about the 32, maybe at the most.
From the 33.
So 2nd and 8. Okay, so we're looking at double slot right. We're looking at single wide left. Interior slot, single back to throw. Rolling out right. Logan looks, heaves it up. And they're saying he was out of bounds, so it's incomplete. It was almost a pick. Okay, only 33 ticks remaining.
Goings pass is incomplete for Grant. Hawley under coverage for Newberg. 3rd down.
Okay, with 33 seconds to go, they still got to get it down close enough where Blasco can attempt something, and they're ways from that. Okay, this time we've got single left. Now we're going to double slot left. We've got single wide right, interior slot right, single back. Good. Long count. Turns, back to throw. Heaves it up. Timing was off, incomplete. So with 29 ticks left on the clock, it's going to be 4th down and 8.
4th down, Grant.
So they're going to have to kick it away. And they send the punting team on. There's not much time left. We could be looking at overtime. Okay, single back deep. Now he's moving back a bit. He's going to be at about the 35 or a little bit past it. Gets the snap off. Boots it. High end over end. Hits just past the 45. Now gets a Grant roll. And they are going to blow it dead at about the 39. All right, 17 seconds remain.
39-yard line.
1st down and 10 Tigers.
Newberg.
This is where the Generals' defense must stand stout. Well, I guess about to find out how much Mr. Durrell can swing it around. Okay, we got double right, single left, single back in the backfield. Make that double backs. Back to throw. Heaves it up. Deep. Got a half step or so. Broke it up. Incomplete. Good defensive play. We now have 10 ticks to go.
Darrell's pass is incomplete.
So overtime, my friends, is looking increasingly possible.
Down, Tigers.
If anything, I thought Darrell hung it up a little bit. All right, so second down at 10. 10 seconds to go. Okay, we've got slot right. We've got double backs. We've got double slot left. Back he goes. Gets ready to throw. He's going to heave it again. And incomplete. No, they ruled it a completion. At first it was
on the reception for Newberg.
At first it was signaled incomplete, but they're saying it was a catch. Now we're going to have some sort of conferring about that play. Eight seconds remaining. And it looks like they are going to try and, actually it's down to 2. So it's decision-making time here. Crowley's the normal place kicker. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So they now they reset the clock to 3 seconds. They're going to spot it at about the 34 or so. So it's going to be about a 44-yard field goal attempt to win it.
First and 10, Newberg. Valdez on for the field goal attempt for the Tigers.
All right, gang, this is it. Now timeout is called.
Timeout on the field, Grant High School.
So, typical tactic, gang. Try to ice that kicker. And both sides at this point are, of course, conferring very closely with each other. It certainly has been amazingly entertaining with back and forth. And it turned out generally the way I envisaged that it would be the run of Newberg and the pass for Grant. All right, they're going to spot about the 33, so it's going to be about a 43-yard attempt to try to win it for the Tigers. All right, they have to do a quick substitution so they don't get too many men. They got him off. Good. Here we go. Snap, spot, kick, high, but way short. No good.
Field goal attempt from 43 is no
Fasten
good.
your seatbelts. We are going to overtime. At the end of regulation, we are still tied at 22-22 on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. but our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Okay, looks like we're about ready to get things going here. The captains are back out, so we'll see who's going to get the first possession. Still going over the basics. Okay. Long discussion there. They're going to set up shop, it looks like, on a 25, of course.
So they get any timeouts again or no?
On the 25-yard line.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Generals. We're looking at double slot left, single wide left, double slot right. Single back, hands it off. Plows forward, leans forward. He probably got to about the 22 or so, it looks like. Probably about 2nd and 7.
Phillips on the carry for Grant.
That was, Phillips, forgive me.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Okay, so this time we're looking at single left. We're looking at double slot right, single back in the backfield. Now rotating, motion left. Like, takes it, turns left, trying to go around a quarterback bootleg, flag thrown. He's close. I don't think he got it. I think he's a little bit short.
Going on the ball carrier for Grant, penalty marker on the field.
We gotta wait and see what this is about. Side judge threw it. Gonna call holding it again. This is gonna back him way up. Going to make it second down at about 17, I'd say. Okay, double slot right, double slot left. In motion, gives, plows forward, stuffed him.
Phillips, the ball carrier for Grant on 2nd down.
So that's going to be 3rd down and way long.
Generals.
These penalties just kill you, needless to say. Very critical play coming up. It's a long distance to go to pick it up. Where things shift way Newberg's way. This is huge. Triple slot right. We've got single wide left, single back in the backfield. Show blitz, back to throw. Loading, puts it up. Deep. Makes the catch! Did he get in? He did! Oh my goodness, good! Golly molly! Touchdown, General! Tremendous throw. Tremendous recovery on third down and forever. That, ladies and gents, is guts and fortitude. Amazing. Tremendous turn of events. He had a little bit of pressure because part of the problem was that the Tigers were blitzing. But he kept his composure, and he gave it a nice heave. We knew that Going had a bit of an arm coming into this game, but it is very, very impressive arm. So the Generals take the lead, and it looks like they're going to go for the extra point now.
Last beyond for the extra point attempt for Grant.
Oh, they were short a man. At least they got him out there. Snap, high spot, kick, and good.
The extra point attempt is good.
So now it's 29-22 Generals. All they need to do is get the stop done, and they got this thing won. Tremendous effort throughout this one.
On the 25-yard line.
Tremendous guts and fortitude on third down and forever. And especially when you're facing that much heat, you know you got to heave it. But that was a thing of beauty. So, we're just about ready to go. Up to the 25 for the Tigers. First down and 10. Single wide left. Interior slot, double back. Looks like we may have a flag. We shall wait and see.
On the field.
It's most likely, it was from the defensive backfield, so it could be a delayed game. Nope, they're calling offside on Grant. Or no, they're signaling.
Penalties against Grant. Offsides. First and 5.
First down and 5. Single wide left. Double backs. Single slot left interior. Turns. Gives. Plows ahead. Stopped him for a short gain. Good job on the defense that time by the Generals.
Potier on the carry for Newberg.
Probably about, I'd say, second and 4.5 maybe. Well, now they're going to spot it all the way up to 23.
On the run. Second and 4 from the 19.
About second down and 4 now. I'd say double slot right. Double backs. Girl calls, turns, hands, turns left, plows forward. Close, but I think he's a little bit short.
Justin Holton on the carry for the Tigers.
Okay. Third down and short, critical coming up.
Third and 1.
Generals need to rise to the occasion. Hang on to your hats. Here they come. Single wide left. Interior slot left. Double backs. Turns. Gives. Pursues well, but he turns the corner anyway. Gets a break. Leans forward. It's going to be a first down and goal. He did a good job that time accelerating as he hit the corner, and that's what got the job done because he was under some serious pressure.
First down, Tigers.
All right, so it's going to be first down and goal, roughly about the 7. So, of course, this set of downs is, well, it still could very well decide that single right, double back set. Drill. Hands, turns right. Leans forward, not much. Short gain.
Holton, the ball carrier for the Tigers.
They're going to spot it at about the 5, so it'll be second down and goal.
Second and goal for the Tigers on.
All right, gang, here we go. Single wide right. Double backs. Turns. Pitches. Trying to get outside. Turns left, back and inside, and he's going to get in. Touchdown for the Tigers.
Abelondo takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
So now we await the conversion. Very good second effort on that run, by the way. Okay, so they line up. Spot for the extra point.
Newberg on for the extra point attempt.
Snap, spot, kick. No good! No good! He missed it!
No good.
Oh, good golly molly! The Generals will go home this evening a winner.
Tonight's final score.
The final score, 29-28 Grant. What a battle.
Overtime.
He shanked it just wide. And as I've said so many times, ladies and gents, it's a game of inches here and there, and that was another version of it.
The West Salem Titans next Friday night.
Tremendous finish. Overtime victory. It has been an absolute joy to bring this thing to you from all of us. So the final will be 29-28 in overtime for the Grant Generals. Solid effort again, too, by the Newberg Tigers. And if we learned anything, those fellows can certainly run the ball. But it was Grant Fortitude that decided this one. And again, one of those crazy mistakes at the end of the game, missing an extra point. That's why they tell you it's so critical.
Good night, everybody.
So, we will take a brief break on the Table Rock Sports Broadcasting Network. Okay, ladies and gents, back at Marshall once more. It has been an absolute treat, at least for yours truly, to have done two of the most exciting finishes in high school football that I've certainly seen in many, many years. And again, it's a game of inches, and it comes down to, converting things and precision. They're going to teach you that quite a bit, a few penalties in this one. But again, remember I had mentioned it was week 2. So basically, to do a brief review for everybody's benefit in case somebody showed up late, of course, early on, it was a tremendous effective running game of the Tigers and a tremendous effort by Partier with 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball very, very efficiently, and it made it really tough on the Generals to keep the pressure on and figure out ways to stop them in the interior. In the meantime, they did manage to play effectively enough to keep it a game. And in the third, fourth quarters, they finally developed some momentum because you have to give a tremendous amount of credit to Mr. Logan Going. That was an incredible throw that he put up that put the Generals ahead at the beginning of the overtime. And, of course, in the end, it's a game of inches, and, he didn't miss that extra point by much. And after the confusion of that earlier extra point attempt, I was just really happy to hesitate and call it absolutely correctly. So, once again, to wrap it up, the missed extra point makes a difference, and the Generals go home very happy, winning a very exciting game. It has been an absolute joy to bring this to all you guys. I have tremendous respect for all the assistance I got this evening from Mr. Brody Matthews and, of course, from the very talented Gino Sahari. So, Once more, the final score this evening will be 29-28 in favor of the Grant Generals. So, from all of us, it has been a joy to bring this to you. We hope you enjoyed that wild ride and wild finish. And, of course, we'll wait and see who we get next week. And as you know, of course, the Generals are going to be taking on West Salem. So once again, from the Table Rock Sports family, I want to thank you all for listening. It's been an honor and a privilege. And have a safe drive home, a safe weekend. And hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, everybody. And have a great evening.